Today's show is brought to you by State Farm agent Brian McDevitt. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Brian McDevitt is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. Call Brian today at 630-796-2662. That's 630-796-2662. Or visit his website, ryanismyagent.com. That's ryanismyagent.com. And make sure to mention Sports Talk Chicago. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, you asked for it. You wanted it. You begged Ryan Pace week in and week out, give us a new quarterback, please. And now, you've got your wish. Congratulations. You won a 1991 Dodge Charger. It's like in Let's Make a Deal. When they turn back the curtain and there's a Zonk over there, you're the person who celebrates getting a Zonk. Look, I have nothing against Carson Wentz as a person. Great guy. I even think he is repairable. If Mitch Trubisky is repairable, and both of them produce right around the same margin, there's no reason to believe that Wentz can't turn it back on. Here's the thing, though. Why are the Bears giving up precious draft capital to acquire, in a sense, Mitch Trubisky? Why? Here's a fun thought exercise. All of you who hate Mitch, who think he's a bust, who want the Bears to move on, would you trade 2 first-round picks to get Mitch? The answer's no. Of course you wouldn't. No one would. No one will. So why would you do the same thing for Carson Wentz? No one has been asking that question. All of you who hate Mitch but want Wentz are being hypocrites. Would you give up that much for Mitch Trubisky? No, you wouldn't. You think he shouldn't even be in the NFL. But yet, it's okay. Don't worry. It's fine to give up draft picks and players and cut salary, pay his salary to get Wentz. That's acceptable. That's fine. Good job, Ryan Pace. All right. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. When I saw this news and I saw this rumor first break, I couldn't contain my reaction. I was just utterly disgusted, not at the player, at the fact that the Bears were going to give up all of this for Mitch. Essentially, Mitch. No, sorry. Carson Wentz's passer rating is 2 points higher. My bad. So thereby, Wentz is better as a player. You know, it's funny. All of you hate Mitch for turning the ball over, being inaccurate, can't read defenses, right? All of you sit on Twitter waiting for Mitch to make a mistake. You criticize the guy for near interceptions. Fine. But Carson Wentz throws more picks. Fumbles the ball more. Bench for Jalen Hurts. Can't win a playoff game. Always hurt. And that's okay. That's peachy to everybody. Give me a break. And no, this isn't being a Trubisky apologist. It's the truth. It's contradictory. Why would you want Carson Wentz and then run out of town Mitch Trubisky? They're the same quarterback. Same quarterback. I don't mind Wentz as a player. I think he can improve, just like Mitch. But I go back to this. Would you give up draft capital to acquire Mitch Trubisky? No, you wouldn't. Don't tell me you would. You wouldn't. But it's okay to do it for Carson Wentz. Right. I have no answers. I know Pace and Nagy, they're under the gun. They need to win or else their jobs are gone. I understand. It's a business. I get it. But this goes to show you who's being selfish and who cares about the team. They're being selfish. They're worried about their jobs. They're not worried about the long-term future of the Chicago Bears. And that's going to come back to bite them. And also, how do you know Carson Wentz would do great here? Seriously. Nagy didn't work with Mitch. And that wasn't Mitch's fault. Nagy didn't conform to him. You think Nagy's going to conform to Wentz? Versus, for example, Wentz going to Indianapolis with Frank Reich? If Wentz went to Indianapolis, I think he'd be fixed. If he came here, he might get worse. All because of the coaching and the help he needs to succeed. Simple as that. Here's a tweet from Mark Potash. He covers the Bears at the Chicago Sun-Times. Quote, Carson Wentz's entire body of work indicates that he's similar to Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles in one regard. He needs a really well-oiled machine around him to succeed. Weapons, protection, run game, and a good offensive game plan. Bears are lacking in many of those areas. So, end quote, that's it. Right, so what? What do you think's going to happen? He's not going to come here and win a Super Bowl. He may not make the playoffs if he comes here. So why do you want him so bad? What makes him attractive as a quarterback option? Oh, I know what it is. His name isn't Mitch Trubisky, so it's okay. Look, I'll say this. I'd rather see Nick Foles start next year than Wentz. Not kidding. The Bears already have him on the books. Pay him, let him start, go 4-12, 5-11, and rebuild. Instead, you're pawning away the future. You're going to pay part of his salary at least, if not all of it, for Wentz. And you might end up at the same record. I'd rather see Nick Foles. Why not? Wentz needs a good team around him. Like every quarterback, really, but Wentz specifically needs a really good team around him. I know he didn't have much in Philly, believe me. I mean, when you're throwing to Travis Fulgham, and that's your number one wide receiver, yes, that's a problem. I know. But what more do the Bears offer? We still don't know about Allen Robinson. Even if he comes back, what, Robinson and Mooney? If Robinson goes, Mooney? Mooney's a good wide receiver, not a number one. Not yet. And who's behind Mooney? Anthony Miller, Javon Wims, they're going to be cut. So what do you have? What could you offer? You'll have David Montgomery, great running back, beat up offensive line, regressing defense. Do you expect Wentz to win in that scenario? Oh, he has a higher ceiling than Mitch. He'll be fine. Mitch didn't do bad here. And that's what he dealt with. The Bears made the playoffs in spite of all of that stuff going on this year. With Mitch. You think Wentz is going to do the same? I don't. Tweet from Mike North. Wentz, 57% completion percentage last year. 2,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 15 picks. Mitch, 67% completion percentage. 2,055 yards, 16 touchdowns, 8 picks. You could say the Bears faced an easy schedule. Doesn't matter. Mitch performed, even Nick Foles performed better than Wentz. 65% completion percentage. Not bad. 10 touchdowns, 8 picks. I'll take that. I'd rather have that. It's become apparent to me, it should have become to you a long time ago. Ryan Pace just can't do it when it comes to quarterback. It's a shame because he's made some great moves over the years. He has. I give him credit. But he can't strike it right with the number one position in the game. Mike Lennon, Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles, now Carson Wentz? Are you kidding me? I don't get it. I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm more so disgusted. How are you in a bidding war with the Colts for Carson Wentz? So many other options out there, but that's the guy you want. Sure. Could bring back Mitch on a team-friendly deal, 1 year, $15 million, $20 million even. Could bring back Nick Foles, just have him start. He's already on the books. Could draft somebody. Could go after Deshaun Watson. Could have went after Matthew Stafford, but no, you're fine with Wentz. I was against giving up so much for Deshaun Watson, even Matthew Stafford. In retrospect, though, had I known the Bears were going to offer 2 first-round picks for Carson Wentz, at that point, sell the whole farm. Go all in for Deshaun Watson. Offer up 3 first-rounders, couple of players, money, whatever it might be. Because if you're willing to pawn off that much of the future for a Mitch Trubisky-esque quarterback, then you might as well go all in on the top prize out there. Why not? What do you have to lose? It's just so sickening. Horrible. Horrible stuff. I challenge Bears fans, when they watch games next year, if Wentz is here, I challenge them to be as unbiased as they were with Mitch. Because you're going to see fumbles, interceptions, bad throws, near interceptions. You're going to see that too. I can't wait to see how people react. My guess is it'll all be okay. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. His name isn't Mitch. It's good. I don't get it. The Bears should be wanting more. Fans should be wanting more than this. What happened to the idea that the Bears were going all in for next year? They need to win. Everyone's job's on the line. You're going to invest your future in Carson Wentz. I wish him well. If he comes here, I wish him well. I'll be rooting for him, don't worry. I just can't get over that you'd give up actual draft capital for a guy who's similar to Mitch. Because I know the other way around it wouldn't happen. I know it. If Mitch Trubisky did all this stuff in Philadelphia, he was on the market. And we all knew about him. Every single person unanimously would be against making the move. You know it, I know it. But this is okay. Why gamble when you're worried about your job? Why gamble when you know what schedule you have next year? Why gamble when you're supposedly going all in? All in to me means getting a proven veteran, means getting somebody who's proven himself in the NFL. Carson Wentz has, but not last year, not his rookie year. He's had 3 good years, 2 bad ones. Mitch, 2 good years, 2 bad ones. They should be asking for a consistent quarterback. Matthew Stafford, fine at that point. If it's between Matthew Stafford and Carson Wentz, we'd all pick Stafford. Watson, Wentz, we'd all pick Watson. I think the Bears' definition of all in is different than ours completely. All in means bona fide starter. He comes here, Bears win. That's it. Not, well, he kind of was a project last year, got benched for Jalen Hurts, but we'll bring him in and see if we could rectify him. No. That's not going all in. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Settling for mediocrity, 8-8 record, something around there. That's what that is. It's not, we're Super Bowl champions now. It's more so, well, we'll see what we could do. I don't get it. Fortunately, a lot of Bears fans know this is a bad move. For those who don't, I implore you, please look back at Wentz's stats, watch some footage. Remember what he's really capable of. Understand he's pretty similar to Mitch. And why give up draft capital for that? If the situation was different, you wouldn't give up draft capital for Mitch. Why do it then for Wentz? When the Bears say they're all in, what does that mean? This isn't an all-in move. Plain and simple. I wish Wentz the best. If he comes here, hope he does great. Hope his career is rectified. New Wentz, new guy, he'll succeed. I don't see it happening, though. And this is going to be a big debacle for the Bears. So I ask you, if you support this move or this trade, do yourself a favor and just do some research. Just look into it a little bit. Understand who Carson Wentz is as a quarterback. If you were driven crazy by Mitch Trubisky, you're going to have a heart attack when Wentz is on the field. More fumbles, more picks, more incompletions, more near interceptions. Just think about it. Understand the truth. This isn't a winning move. This is, let's stay mired in mediocrity. Let's get Wentz and pass him off as this savior, when in reality, he won't do much. Let's give up draft capital to get, in essence, Mitch Trubisky. Think about it that way. I really hope more people understand the significance of this move. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope all these rumors are false, but I doubt it. And I hope the Bears can reevaluate their priorities, because right now, this won't do anything. More to come here on Sports Talk Chicago. My interview with Jared Diamond comes up next, so stay tuned. Hey, do you want to make some money this weekend? What if I told you I could offer you $250 free to bet on any game you want? Here's what you have to do. Go to sportstalkchicago.com/cash. sportstalkchicago.com/cash. You must be 21 plus. You must be an Illinois resident. You can bet $250 free on any game you want for this upcoming weekend. NBA, the Bulls are back. College basketball. NHL, Blackhawks. Lots of opportunities to put down some money and make a whole lot more back. At sportstalkchicago.com/cash. sportstalkchicago.com/cash. You have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.